It's a brand new year, and I'm sure a lot of people have a New Year's resolution to buy a new home. Well, in that market, just like everything else, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and you truly get what you pay for. So we're here with RE/MAX specialist Maria Raymer. We're talking about the idea of getting a cut rate broker versus an established agent. First of all, what is a cut rate broker, Maria?
Okay, so a cut rate broker, Jimmy, is when a company charges less, but in that you get less marketing, less services, and typically you get less name recognition and a less experienced agent working. So it's not quite the deal they say it is.
Wow, so that's what they are. How does that impact the deal working with a cut rate broker?
Well, basically, you get what you pay for in life. So in my 25 plus years experience, what I have found is marketing is key for getting a property sold quickly. So you want to use me as an agent. The way I set my properties apart from the competition is using highly driven, technical aspects of marketing, whatever is the latest, greatest, to get the most focus on the property. So the more people you have looking at it, the more interest in it. This brings agents, this brings buyers, and it helps the property sell faster. So conversely, when you don't have that working for you, you have less of all those things. So it can cost you in the end by having a house that sits on the market without a sale because there's no exposure on it.
Right. There's no exposure, so that means you have to keep on dropping the price, and you're literally losing money on your home.
Exactly.
Now, what is the difference if you have an agent but they don't have very much experience selling homes or experience in that particular market?
That is such a great question. I'm so glad you brought that up because that again is what you're paying for. My advice is, even when I'm one of the agents they're interviewing, check out other brokers, see what they offer, because experience is key. If you have challenges in a deal, an experienced agent is going to get you through that. In my years of experience, I've come across, it seems like, every scenario. So I know how to avoid those pitfalls and save that sale, where somebody with less experience is not going to be able to bring that to the table for you, and it could cost you the sale, certainly it could cost you money in the transaction. So experience is a key aspect along with marketing. And, be very leery of these companies that advertise, very, very low rates and then say, but we're not a discount broker.
Right.
They certainly are a discount broker.
Yes.
And what they do is they try to lure you in with these low rates, and then they start charging more money for services. In the end, you'll pay them as much as you would a traditional full-service broker like myself, but you won't get all of the services that you should get.
Wow. So again, just to sort of reestablish, if you go with a cut rate broker, you're going to get less for your money, and it's going to cost you more in the long run. With an established agent like herself, you know exactly the who, what, when, where, and why, and you won't have to pay as much money. So Maria, what is the first question that you typically get from someone trying to sell or buy a home?
Well, there's not always a typical question that we get other than how much do you charge, but there's a lot involved, and they should ask more questions like, how many years have you been at this business? Are you a top performing agent? Are you with a national company? What type of advertising budget do you have to market your properties? So these are key questions to know you're hiring a professional, and I think that's more important. But back to your question, most people ask, how much do you charge? But I think that's a loaded question, because what do you get for what you charge is more important, because that's what's going to make the difference between who gets your house sold for top dollar and who doesn't.
Awesome. Well, again, you guys, make sure that you are observant and make sure that you're paying attention. Do your research and find an agent just like Maria Raymer. Where can people find you?
MariaRaymer.com.
All right. We'll go ahead, of course, put that link on firstcoastliving.net with all of this other information. Make sure that you're being smart all 2021 when it comes to selling your home.